And
in
welcome.
Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country.
Well, bon appetit. Welcome back. That was former President Donald Trump in last night's presidential debate. One of the most talked about moments in the evening, he said, in Springfield, Ohio, Haitian migrants or immigrants, or as he said, illegal immigrants, have been stealing and eating dogs and cats and people's pets. The Springfield city manager says so far there are no credible reports of that happening. Before we get to the discussion, people are still weighing in on who they believe won the debate. I posted a question on my Instagram page at 5 a.m. because I never damn sleep. 66% of them say Vice President Kamala Harris won the debate, while 25% of you said former President Donald Trump won, and 9% of our responding those who voted in the polls say there was no winner whatsoever. Joining us to talk about it, Dr. Dietrich von Biedenfeld from Houston Community College and Todd Smith from Regal Media, the CEO. Glad to have you all here on the Factor Uncensored. First of all, are you surprised by those poll results? And make it quick.
I'm not surprised. I believe that Kamala Harris won handily. I mean, you're always going to have that division, and people who love Trump are going to always say that he won regardless. I don't think a lot of those people actually believe that, but she was clearly the winner, in my opinion, so I'm not surprised.
All right.
And at the end of the day, Der Spiegel, Telegraph, they're all going to concede that Kamala Harris won the debate, hands down. They may disagree on what the benefit of that is for the country in the future, but at the end of the day, he took every piece of bait that she sent, and at the end of the day, he also did not demonstrate the cohesiveness or the self-control that people needed him to show.
And of course, now when we talk about this, this was a very hot topic, hot issue in the debate, which threw a lot of people who are not constantly on social media. And when you hear migrants or those who are here in this country trying to get here legally or here illegally, eating cats and dogs and victimizing Americans of their pets. Your thoughts about this?
I just think it's more fear-mongering. I mean, he's built a reputation on fear-mongering, but 2016, 2020, people might have thought that some of this stuff was funny, but people know now that he's actually serious. He seriously believes some of these stereotypes and conspiracy theories, and people, it's scary because he believes it. His followers believe it. So anything he sees on social media, they take it and run with it. But that puts people's lives in danger. That makes these Haitian migrants targets for racism and other type of abuse. And none of this stuff is founded. It goes back to historically, whenever black people have made progress, there's always been like a white backlash. We were always the savages. We were always the brutes. We were going to rape your women and things like that. And because of that, people started oppressing us even more, even after we got our freedoms, after we got our rights to vote. This is what's happening in the current Republican Party. Instead of bringing more people into the fold, they're dividing us.
And of course, let's bring Dr. von Biedenfeld. Do you think using Haitian migrants for this sends a stronger message? Because in the past, he said, when we have those of Hispanic descent, they're taking black and Hispanic jobs.
Unfortunately for him,
is this scarier than those individuals taking jobs?
It's not scary. We cited Steven Seagal on this show before. There are movies where the Haitian migrants come in and they do some voodoo magic. This is not a benefit for President or former President Trump. At the end of the day, this seems like more fear-mongering, as noted, and it seems less ingenuous and more confused, because at the end of the day...
And really quick, I told you guys to do a deep dive to figure out if this is true.
It's not true, but there's an old quote which is, it's the economy, stupid. So when you think about Springfield and people coming up with made-up stories, you've got 15,000 to 20,000 immigrants coming into an economy, raising rents because they're getting government-subsidized entities. But rather than talking about the economic impact of these undocumented immigrants, he's talking about something that's an age-old Asian trope. We think about South Koreans, Chinese, and other East Asians eating dogs and cats and things like this. Haitians don't do that. That's not part of their culture. Swiss people are more likely to
And
eat
really
dogs
quick,
and
Todd,
cats than
does
that.
it make it worse that we have seen actual videos of black people saying, I want these Haitians out of my community because they're in the lakes taking ducks and
whatnot.
yeah.
It definitely does. I think it gives racists cover. If a black person feels this way, it's okay for me to feel this way.
But what do you think they're getting that information from?
So just people believe whatever somebody says. I mean, a lot of people, I've said it before.
Just because they live there doesn't mean they're seeing it.
Yeah.
They could be reading it and saying.
On social media, anything that somebody says on social media or whatever, if they like it, they take it and run with it, and the lie becomes the truth. People believe what they want to believe, so they don't necessarily believe the truth. If you say something that feeds my stereotypes, I'm gonna take it and run with it. Unfortunately, we have people that look like us believing stereotypes about other people who look like us.
Even though we know this could not be possible because it's not the age-old stereotype or trope, because it's not found in reality.
You would have more video. In these days, if somebody's stealing ducks out of ponds, don't you think somebody has it on video?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way that people could be getting away. Where are all these missing animals?
And if you want to talk about the woman who allegedly ate a cat or bit a cat,
she's not Haitian.
You know, TMZ did their background and found out she's an American woman with mental health issues.
Yeah,
this was more of him taking the bait.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us here on The Factor.